Hello, Kriksis here, and welcome everyone to this super calm, super cozy watercolor swatching video. Welcome everyone. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee or any heartwarming drink. Like this video if you enjoy swatching videos. I haven't done them in a while, and I just really want to swatch some colors. It's been really busy month for me. And it will be super busy next month as well. So I just thought I'm just going to wind down and you are going to come with me. I am going to swatch colors by handmade business called Rabitts. And she's a maker from Ukraine. And she really kindly sent me a lot of the watercolor sets. And she said she don't need to any promotion and whatsoever. But I just really want to swatch these colors. And I think you would enjoy seeing the swatches as well. So I'm gonna share them. They're really cozy autumnal watercolor palettes. And before I will swatch them, I just want to say thank you so much everyone for all the support on the last video and video before that, and all the support on Kickstarter, on Patreon, on my website and Etsy shop. It's so amazing to have such a supportive community, and thank you for supporting my book project. I really appreciate it. And now I am up to fulfilling part because the Kickstarter has ended. So I have ordered already postcards and bookmarks and stickers. The book is not ordered yet. I am waiting for funds to be collected and sent to me, but hopefully I can send the book to print next week, so that is also super exciting. And Calmtober is happening, which is also super exciting. And if you want to create art every second day of October, you can join Calmtober. And if you're in Cornwall by any chance, come and see exhibition I have with Melanie from 7th till 13th of October. I'm gonna put the dates here in case if I said it wrong. And yeah, I guess let's do some swatching together. I'm so excited. So before I will swatch all the colors, I will just quickly show what I got. So I have 4 different watercolor sets, 2 little half pans, and 7 watercolor travel brushes. And this is just, all the palettes are so beautiful. This is called Magic Forest. And I actually got this swatch as well. And this is just like a slice of wood. And it's so magical. It feels like it's coming from cabin in the woods or like some enchanted forest fairy gifted this to someone. And yeah, this is so pretty. And then we have the Coastal Dreamscape. And I'm just going to open it like that. And it comes in this wooden box, and this is how this paint palette looks. And it's so beautiful just to look at it. I really love with handmade watercolor businesses, they make such a unique packaging choices. One of the examples I have this AC pan, which is ceramic pan, and this is one of my favorite colors. So I have been using it a lot. And it's just so special to paint from ceramic stone. And then we have minerals set, which is looking like this. There are a lot of blues and greens in this set and some pinks, but they're a little bit more muted, which is really nice because, as you know, I'm not like really into pinks, but this is really muted version, so I think I'm gonna enjoy it. And then I have this tiny little tin with Rabitts hat logo, and there is engraving of these rabbits as well. I'm just gonna put it in angle so hopefully you can see. And this is so magical. And this set is, I think, called French Earth. There is a lot of ochre colors and also green earth. And these are my kind of colors, so I'm really excited to swatch them out as well. And then on top of that, we have this magic gray color and another mystery pan, which is super exciting as well. And then we have 7 travel brushes. And I decided to gift 3 of them to my friends. So I opened 4 of them. And I think before I will swatch them, I'm just going to share how they look. They look really high quality brushes, and these are synthetic ones. And there is even engraved Rabitts hat synthetic, which is adding this extra touch. First things first, with handmade watercolors, you always want to wake them up. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of the water into the pans so they can slowly take their time. I'm just going to do it with all of them. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to swatch on this little card that was provided, but I will also swatch on these little watercolor cards. These are Arches hot press papers. Let's swatch these two. So we'll start with the magic gray color, and it's this one. So let's just see. Oh wow, this is like gray, but it's kind of like green blue gray, and the consistency is really lovely here. Oh, this is really nice tone. It also reminds me from Wallis and Seymour, Hornister Green Slate Pale, but this, I think it feels a little bit more pigmented and more opaque. The next one is the mystery color, so I don't know how it will look. Oh wow, it's much greener than I thought. In the pan it looked a little bit more like greenish as well. Oh, it's completely different. It's lovely though. It's really muted. This could be like a sky color. Now let's swatch these ones. So there is a lot of ochres. There are a lot of ochres here. So the first is Ochre Sol Fodor. And I was trying to Google what it is, but I think it's the pigment place where she bought the pigments. And this is really lovely color. This is the classic yellow ochre, I would say. I love yellow ochres. I use them a lot in my work, and this is my alternative to yellow color because it is the yellowest of all the earth pigments. The next is Ochre Jutols. Jutols? I don't know how to pronounce it. Jutols is probably the way to go. And this is a little bit more orangey, a little bit more like raw sienna, I would say. Although still, this could be yellow ochre as well. Let's swatch Ochre Jals or Jals. I don't know how to pronounce it properly. Oh, this is really lovely. I love these kind of orangey earth colors. They're one of my favorites. And this is such a gorgeous tone. It's earthy, it's orangey. This is a fox color. That's what it is. Oh, I love how this magic gray looks like. Such a gorgeous tone. It's more greenish now when it starts to dry. This is really a lovely tone. I would love to have this in main palette, to be honest. It's really gorgeous. So the next one is called Ochre Rutfles. I don't know how to pronounce it. I would say this is like red ochre. A really rich red color. This is a lovely set to have. For me, I cannot go wrong with any kind of earthy tone. Then we have Ochre Rogue. I'm like butchering these names. It's really not my strong suit to pronounce all the names. This is actually more towards orange, I would say. Okay, and the last but not least is Green Earth. And I love green earths, so this will probably be lovely as well. Okay, I'm just gonna try to take as much pigment as possible, keeping in mind that it's not really pigmented tone that much, so it's really subtle. The brush I'm using, it feels like a squirrel, synthetic squirrel. It holds a lot of water. It's not the most precise one, but I think it's great with washes, with watercolors. It has like this really soft feel to the brush. I think the next one I really want to tackle is this one. It's just so inviting. So there are 7 colors. Let's just start with this one. I think this is Twilight. It's dark blue. It's kind of like blue-green, really rich and vibrant color. I'm just gonna add a little bit of water so we can see how it behaves with water. Is it granulating? Is it separating? Let's do the next one. This is the next. And I think it will be Fur 3. Really moody, dark color. It's so relaxing just to come here and swatch the colors. I haven't swatched colors in a long time, so I hope you will find this relaxing as well. After the Fir Tree, this is going to be Sunset Red. Oh wow, this is kind of like wine red or plum color. Really deep dark. The next color is called Sand. Oh yeah, I love all browns. This reminds me of just amber, raw amber. I have quite similar paint from I think Essie called Sombra. And I love this tone. I'm just gonna add water to see what it will do with it. I think quite a lot. You can see in the previous one, the Sunset Red, there is separation happening. It's always exciting to see how they will react. And also different papers, they do different things. Because this is hot press, this is not the most perfect one to see granulation. But I really love working on this paper, so I thought I'm going to swatch it on this one. Okay. I think the next one could be called Field. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love this one. It's the perfect muted green to have. I think this is going to be wood brown. It does indeed look like wood brown. It's a little bit like the paint palette and the table. Okay, last but not least, this is going to be Chestnut. This is a really interesting set. It has 2 greens, 3 browns, 1 blue and 1 kind of dark red / violet. This is actually really interesting what's happening on this swatch. It's not completely dried yet, but you can see separate different tones in one. I'm just going to move this one on the side so it can dry in own time. And I'm going to swatch 2 more paint palettes. This color palette is called Coastal Dreamscape, and it has 6 colors in total, and I'm really excited to swatch them because they seem like really unique. And there are some greens, and there is rust color, and also some violet, but really muted. So I'm gonna start with malachite, and this is synthetic malachite. And I actually don't have any malachite color. I haven't been meaning to get one, and here it is. And this is really interesting color. It's kind of like mint. I think it's not like really strong pigment. It feels a little bit like green art as you apply it. It looks really special. I love the subtle tone up there. Just gonna do a little swatch here as well. The next color is called Copper Blue, and it's this really light blue color. Oh, this is so interesting. It definitely has a little bit of this green in it, because if I compare it to the mystery blue I swatched earlier, the mystery blue is a little bit more blue, whereas this is with tiny bits of green. Not a lot, just like a little bit. The next color is called Fuchsite. Yeah, I think that's how you say it, Fuchsite. I don't have anything like this as well, so I'm really curious how it will look. Oh, it feels also, it kind of feels a little bit like green art. Trying to grab as much as I can. I will try to link Rabitts hat shop down below. I saw she has Etsy store, but currently she doesn't have products there, but maybe she will add them in the future. I mean, this is also gorgeous. Oh, this is really lovely as well. It's called Coated Fazur Violet. This is such a gorgeous violet color. It's something I would use in my work, to be honest. I have been really loving Caput Mortuum, especially muted versions. So this is kind of muted version and more lighter version of Caput Mortuum. Then we have Tannus Ochre Light. Oh wow. This is so gorgeous. I love all the orangey colors. This might be my favorite so far. We have one more rust color in the next palette. But I have been loving swatching this Coastal Dreamscape. I think it's really interesting and unique set to have. I would love to create just one illustration using these colors. Okay, and the last is Under Green. Oh, it's also really subtle. This set, it's kind of like, it's called Coastal Dreamscape. It feels like it's been washed out with water, with seawater. And this is kind of what you have after it's been sitting in the sea for some weeks. It's kind of like finding the sea glass by the shore. Okay, I'm gonna put this to dry as well, and I'm gonna clean the water because it's really muddy, and I want to have the last set with clean water. So I'm gonna be right back. So this is the last set, and it's called Minerals. It has 12 colors in total, and they all look so inviting, especially those greens. So I'm really curious and excited to see them. The first color, though, it's called Sienna Pink, and it looks like really rusty, orangey-like color. And I just really want to see how it looks. I'm going to show all the colors afterwards and all the names. So far, let's swatch these ones. I hope the camera is picking the color up. It does look similar like the Sienna Jale. which I swatched before. The next color is called Cobalt Pink, and it's really, oh wow, it's really light, really subtle pink. It's almost like transparent. The next one is called Purple Ochre. Oh wow, this actually does remind me of Patty by Beyond Indigo, paint I actually have in my main watercolor palette. It's quite close. I'm just gonna swatch it here as well. Next one is called Amethyst. This is really gorgeous. This could be a great color for shadows if you paint lightly. This could help to bring this coolness to artwork. Could be a useful tone to have. The next one is called Pontiacite, and I haven't heard this name before. This is some new name for me, new color name, Pontianite. This is really interesting. It's also really subtle and light. The next one is called Lapis Lazuli, and I'm really excited to swatch it out. Oh wow, this is completely different lapis than I have. The ones I have, they're a little bit lighter. Definitely a surprise. Okay, let's go to the Vivianite. And I love Vivianite color. I have a Gallo Vivianite, and it's such a gorgeous color. So I'm curious about this one. Oh, this is so pretty as well. This could be a lovely night sky color. The next one is called Emerald Augite. Also a name I haven't heard before. Well, I know emerald part, but I don't know what is augite. Maybe muted emerald, because usually emerald green is really vibrant, whereas this is kind of like really toned down version of it. It's actually a really pretty color. I love this brush. It's really soft and it holds a lot of water. The next one is called Epidote. Another name I haven't heard before, Epidote. Oh wow, this is really interesting consistency. It's kind of, I don't know how to explain this consistency. It's really interesting. It's kind of like really muted green gold. I love this tone, especially like the lighter versions. The next one is called Glauconite Warm, and let's just swatch it out. These two are actually quite similar. It's a little bit cooler than the previous one though. The next one is Uva Bovit. There's a lot of these names I'm just hearing for the first time. It's really fascinating to me. This is a really nice gradient. It goes from yellowish green to like more mid green. And last but not least is called Cedolonite. Oh wow, this is gorgeous. It's really muted green. It reminds me kind of like a light version from Derwent Lightfast Pencils Forest, but this is like a lighter version. And this is gorgeous. I'm curious to see what it will do when it dries. It looks like it's going to separate. So this is how all four sets look like together. So these are the mineral ones, these are coastal, dreamscape, these are magic forest and French earth, and these are two extras. I love how magical everything looks, and if I had to choose my favorite set, I would probably say Coastal Dreamscape. So this is how all the swatches look like from different sets. So here we have Minerals set, Coastal Dreamscape, Magical Forest and French Earth. Let me know in the comments below let me know in comments down below which set would you pick out of these 4. I think I would go for Coastal Dreamscape because it's most unique one, and I don't have anything like this in my current collection. But of course, I do love the French art colors, and yeah, all of them look really magical. I think my most favorite color of all, though, is this magic gray color. So there is slight texture which you can see, and I really want to play with this color and see a little bit more how it reacts with water. Hello to this super windy morning. I just thought I will share you what I have sketched yesterday in the evening with these Rabitts watercolors. I actually had a Zoom chat with my Patreons, Natasha and her Patreons, and I do host 2 Patreon Zoom sessions a month, and sometimes I host them together with Natasha Newton. And I was just playing with the watercolors, just using watercolors, so I didn't use any pencils and just used tinier brush when the layers had dried. And these are the mushrooms, and I really enjoyed working on them. During the session I also sketched this blackbird, and it's really like a loose type of blackbird. Because these colors, they didn't have any blacks, I mixed it together with the twilight color, sunrise red, and I think chestnut brown, and I got this beautiful variation. And then I did like tiny little doodle here. And after the Zoom I actually sketched some more. I was chatting with Natasha and I was just playing with watercolor, and then I used Durban Think Tanks pencils on top, and I really enjoy how this page looks and all these colors and variations. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you enjoyed the swatching part and me chatting about colors, please give this video a thumbs up so it can reach more people. And if you want to let me know you stay till the very end of this video, write in the comments Rabitts hat so I will know. And yeah, I will see you super soon. Thank you for being here. Have a good day, evening, morning, wherever you are. And I will see you later. Bye everyone.